Hey there, folks. We've all been there, am I right? That feeling of wanting to shed those extra pounds, but it just feels like an uphill battle.
Well, my name is Richard Trillion, and I know that feeling all too well. You see, I used to be what you might call weight challenged. Okay, fine, I was downright overweight. For years, I tipped the scales at a hefty 224 pounds. Let me tell you, carrying around that extra baggage was no walk in the park. I tried everything under the sun to lose it.
But then, something amazing happened. I stumbled upon a book that would change my life forever. This wasn't your typical diet book filled with restrictive meal plans and grueling workout routines.
The book introduced me to the idea that our subconscious minds play a huge role in our weight loss journey. And if we could just tap into that power, we could unlock our true weight loss potential. I was intrigued, to say the least.
Could it really be that simple? Could changing my thoughts actually help me lose weight? I had to find out.
I realized that I had been so focused on the external, on the food, the exercise, the weight on the scale, that I had completely neglected the internal, the power of my own mind. It was like a light bulb went on in my head.
You see, our minds are incredibly powerful things. They control everything we do, everything we think, and yes, even how much we weigh. Our thoughts are like magnets, attracting the things we focus on.
But here's the good news. It works both ways. If we can learn to control our thoughts, to focus on the positive, to visualize ourselves as healthy and fit, our bodies will actually start to follow suit.
And the best part? It wasn't some complicated hokey mumbo-jumbo. It was a simple four-step method that anyone could follow.
So, if you're ready to ditch the diet roller coaster and unlock your true weight loss potential, stick around. Because in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact four-step method that helped me finally achieve my weight loss goals and transform my life.
I remember the day I hit rock bottom like it was yesterday. I was at a friend's barbecue feeling completely miserable.
And there I was, hiding in the corner, picking at a plate of salad, feeling like a complete outcast in my own body. I had just stepped on the scale that morning, and the number staring back at me sent a wave of despair washing over me. 224 pounds.
I felt trapped, like I was drowning under the weight of my own body. That's when I decided enough was enough. The next day I was at the bookstore browsing the self-help section, hoping to find something, anything that could offer a glimmer of hope.
The title, "You Will Keep Struggling to Lose Weight Until You Try This Four-Step Method of Losing Weight," jumped out at me. It felt different from all the other diet books I had seen before. It wasn't promising a quick fix or a magic pill.
I flipped through the pages, skimming the table of contents, and something sparked within me.
I decided to buy the book, more out of desperation than anything else. I figured, what did I have to lose? Little did I know, this book was about to change everything.
I devoured that book in one sitting. The author, a man named Dr. Michael Anderson, spoke directly to my struggles, my frustrations, my deep-seated belief that I was destined to be overweight forever.
Dr. Anderson argued that our thoughts are not just fleeting things. They hold immense power. He explained how our subconscious minds, like fertile ground, absorb the seeds of our thoughts, nurturing them into our reality.
He called it the mind-body blueprint, this intricate connection between our thoughts, beliefs, and physical manifestations.
The idea was both terrifying and exhilarating. If my mind was indeed shaping my body, then changing my mind could change everything.
Dr. Anderson's book didn't offer a magical solution, but a structured four-step method to reprogram the subconscious mind, to plant new seeds of belief. He called it the mind-body transformation method, and it was broken down into four distinct steps: imagination, affirmation, writing, and recording listening.
I'll admit, I was skeptical at first. It sounded almost too simple.
I knew this wouldn't be easy. Reprogramming years of negative self-talk and limiting beliefs wouldn't happen overnight. I was ready to make peace, to embrace the unknown, and to finally unlock the healthy, vibrant version of myself I knew was hiding somewhere within. The first step, Dr. Anderson explained, was all about harnessing the power of imagination. He called it painting your ideal self.
Now, I'm not exactly Michelangelo, but I was willing to give it a shot. Dr. Anderson suggested finding a quiet space where you could relax and let your imagination run wild.
I started by picturing myself stepping on the scale, but this time, instead of dreading the number, I saw the needle land on 165 pounds.
I visualized myself slipping into clothes I hadn't worn in years, feeling comfortable and confident in my own skin.
Now, I know what you might be thinking, Richard. That's all well and good, but it's just your imagination. It's not real, and you're right, it wasn't real yet.
You're essentially training your mind to believe that this ideal version of yourself is possible.
It became a ritual, a way to start and end my day with a clear vision of where I wanted to be. And slowly but surely, I started to notice a shift.
The visualization was working, not by magically melting away the pounds, but by transforming my mindset, by planting the seeds of possibility in the fertile ground of my subconscious.
With the first step well underway, I moved on to the next phase of Dr. Anderson's method, affirmations.
He described affirmations as words as seeds of transformation. Just like planting seeds in the ground, when we repeatedly plant positive affirmations in our minds, we create a fertile environment for growth and change.
He suggested writing down affirmations related to our weight loss goals and repeating them throughout the day, especially during moments of doubt or negativity.
So, I grabbed my notebook and started brainstorming. I started with simple affirmations like, I am healthy, I am worthy of love and respect, I am in control of my choices. I felt a surge of empowerment every time I declared, I am capable of achieving my goals.
As Richard repeated these affirmations, he started to notice a subtle shift in his thinking. The negative self-talk didn't disappear overnight, but it became quieter, less insistent.
I felt a surge of empowerment every time I declared, I am capable of achieving my goals, replacing the old limiting belief that I was destined to be overweight.
Richard wrote his affirmations down on sticky notes and placed them around his apartment, on his bathroom mirror, his refrigerator, his computer screen. They became constant reminders to choose positive thoughts, to nourish his mind with empowering beliefs.
I even set reminders on my phone to pause throughout the day and repeat my affirmations, turning everyday moments into opportunities for subconscious reprogramming.
The affirmations were gradually rewiring Richard's internal dialogue, replacing the old tapes of self-doubt with messages of self-love, belief, and possibility.
Now, the first two steps, the visualization and the affirmations, those were really starting to resonate with me. But the third step in Dr. Anderson's method, this one took a little more convincing.
Not just jotting down grocery lists or to-dos, but really taking the time to put pen to paper and explore your thoughts and feelings about your weight loss journey.
I have to admit the idea of journaling felt a little, well, touchy-feely for me at first.
But Dr. Anderson explained that writing can be an incredibly powerful tool for self-discovery.
He suggested dedicating just 15 minutes every night to write about our experiences with the method, our successes, our challenges, and any resistance we might be encountering. So I decided to give it a shot. I dug out an old notebook from the back of my drawer, one with a worn leather cover that had seen better days. It felt strangely comforting, like an old friend. I sat down at my desk, pen in hand, and just started writing.
Richard wrote about his hopes and fears for the future, about his desire to finally feel comfortable and confident in his own skin.
And as I poured my heart out onto those pages, something else happened. I started to gain clarity. I started to understand the root causes of my unhealthy relationship with food and my body.
Okay, so by this point I was feeling pretty good about the whole mind-body transformation thing, the visualization, the affirmations, the journaling. It was all starting to click. But Dr. Anderson had one more trick up his sleeve, a way to really amplify the message and supercharge the transformation process. He was a firm believer in the power of hearing yourself, your own voice, speaking those positive affirmations and visualizations. He called it recording and listening, amplifying the message. See, when we hear our own voices speaking words of encouragement and belief, it bypasses the conscious mind and goes straight to the subconscious, making a deeper impact. He suggested recording ourselves, reading our affirmations and visualizations in a calm, confident voice. Then, we were to listen to these recordings daily, especially first thing in the morning and last thing at night when our subconscious minds were most receptive. Now, I have to admit, the thought of listening to my own voice felt a little strange at first, but I was willing to try anything at this point. So, I found a quiet corner in my apartment, grabbed my phone, and started recording. I read my affirmations, visualizing myself as I spoke the words. Listening to those recordings felt awkward at first, but I stuck with it, reminding myself that consistency was key. I listened to my recordings every morning and night. Slowly but surely, something incredible happened. The affirmations became part of my inner dialogue, shaping my reality from the inside out. My mind and body transformed naturally. I remember the first time I stepped on the scale after a few weeks of diligently following Dr. Anderson's method. I was hesitant, my heart pounding in my chest. As the digital display flickered to life, I held my breath. And then I saw it, 212 pounds. I had lost 12 pounds. It wasn't just about the number, it was about the feeling of accomplishment, the realization that something was shifting within me. And that's exactly what was happening. Now, as the weeks turned into months, the weight continued to come off.
But it wasn't just about the physical transformation. Something much deeper was happening. The four-step method had become so much more than just a weight loss program.
It was like a daily ritual, a way of life transforming me from the inside out. I was actively participating in my own transformation, taking control of my thoughts and beliefs.
I started to notice changes in other areas of my life too. I was more confident at work, more outgoing in social situations, more comfortable in my own skin. It was like the weight I had been carrying around wasn't just physical, it was emotional, mental, even spiritual.
And as I shed those layers of self-doubt, I started to step into a new version of myself.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't always easy. There were days when the old doubts crept back in, when the scale didn't budge, when I just wanted to give up. But I had come too far to turn back. I had tasted freedom, and I was determined to hold on to it. I would close my eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize my ideal self. Each time I did those things, I felt a surge of empowerment. Transformation isn't a destination, it's a journey. Fast forward to today, and I'm standing here a changed man. I've lost over 60 pounds, but more importantly, I've gained something far greater: self-love, self-acceptance, and a belief in my own unlimited potential. The man I see in the mirror today is not just physically different. He's mentally, emotionally, and spiritually transformed. I no longer define myself by the number on the scale. I define myself by my values, my passions, my purpose. And that, my friends, is the true power of Dr. Anderson's method. It's not just about losing weight, it's about finding yourself. It's about realizing that you are not your thoughts, your beliefs, or your past experiences. You are a powerful creator, capable of shaping your own reality. And if I can do it, trust me, so can you. And so there you have it, folks. That's my story, my journey of transforming my mind and body with Dr. Anderson's incredible four-step method. I know it might sound too good to be true, but I'm living proof that it works. And the best part? It's not some complicated, restrictive program. It's a simple yet powerful approach that anyone can implement. It's about taking control of your thoughts, your beliefs, your inner dialogue, and using them to create the life you've always wanted. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Richard, that's all well and good for you, but I'm different. I've tried everything, and nothing works for me. Listen, I get it. I used to think the same thing. I was skeptical too. But here's the thing. You don't have to believe me. You just have to be willing to try it for yourself. Take it one step at a time. Start with the visualization. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself at your ideal weight, feeling healthy, confident, and full of energy. Write down those affirmations that resonate with you, those powerful statements that remind you of your strength, your resilience, your worthiness. Carry them with you. Repeat them throughout the day. Let them seep into your subconscious mind. Pick up a journal and start writing. Explore your thoughts and feelings about your weight loss journey. Identify those negative thought patterns that might be holding you back. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Transformation takes time. It's a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, setbacks and breakthroughs. But if you stay committed to the process, if you trust in the power of your own mind, you will achieve amazing things. So, what are you waiting for? Your journey starts now. Embrace the transformation and step into the healthy, vibrant, and fulfilling life you deserve. You can get Richard Trillian Mante's weight loss book called You Will Keep Struggling to Lose Weight Until You Try This 4-Step Method of Losing Weight from his website, richardtmante.com, and also from Amazon. Kindly support this channel by pressing like, share, and subscribe to get future amazing videos.